everyone, and welcome. The talk in Washington and on Wall Street was about yesterday's firing of FBI Director James Comey. More on that in a moment, but we begin tonight with retail. Some say the industry now faces its biggest challenge since the Great Recession. And as the sector gets set to report earnings, investors are preparing for the worst. We've already seen a growing number of retailers file for bankruptcy, and if the pace keeps up this year, could see the highest number of such filings since 2009. And just today, the teen retailer Abercrombie & Fitch, which has seen its stock fall more than 40% over the past year, is reportedly in merger talks with at least 2 interested buyers. Tomorrow, we may start to see just how much pain the retailers are in when companies like Macy's and Kohl's report their quarterlies. Bob Pisani takes a look at what to expect.
The overall retail picture is looking pretty grim right now. About 20% of all publicly traded retailers are expected to lose money in the first quarter. 20%. 60% will report lower earnings than the same period last year. That's terrible. That would be the worst performance for retailers since the Great Recession. Retailers have reached a tipping point in the last few months, plagued by a number of big problems. For example, more sales are going online, we all know that. And there's a shift to experiences like travel and restaurants over buying apparel. And of course, we have a big oversupply of retail outlets out there. Then, of course, there's Amazon. That's the big elephant. Amazon made up more than 60% of the growth in U.S. online retail sales last year. 60% of the growth. And they're about 27% of the growth in the total retail market. Think about that. One company was a quarter of all the growth that we saw in retail sales last year. How do you compete with that? There is no margin for error because of the pressure Amazon and even Walmart are putting on the businesses in terms of pricing and delivery. Still, a number of retailers are holding up, including the home improvement group. So Home Depot and Lowe's, they're doing well, and some beauty companies are doing well. Ulta is doing well. Coty is doing well, but that's a pretty small group. The typical retailer is down double digits this year. The biggest movers, what else? It's Amazon, it's up 26%, and the other behemoth, Walmart's up about 11%. Tough year. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Bob Pisani at the New York Stock Exchange.
Oliver Chen joins us now to talk more about retail earnings and what he's expecting from some of the big names reporting their results tomorrow. He is the senior retail analyst at Cowen and Company. Oliver, welcome. Nice to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
You know, Bob Pisani kind of set the stage, and it does sound like it's going to be a pretty difficult quarter for many of the retailers. What are you going to be watching for?
Yeah, there is a transformation and a revolution happening in retail. There are 3 main problems. Firstly, physical store traffic. Physical store traffic is declining anywhere from 5 to 6%. Secondly, the rise of online and Amazon. Keep in mind, about 80% of America shops at Amazon, and there's over 50 million Prime members. And thirdly, the consumer transformation taking place. Consumers basically have stores in their phones, and so they have stores in their pockets, so it's really changed a lot of behavior. So what I'm looking for is really more information on the reality of store closures. At Cowen & Company, we think as many as 10 to 20% of these store bases need to have closed their stores, and malls, there's too many malls in America, so about 20% of malls could be repurposed. So that's a very dominant theme that will pervade a lot of the conference calls as well. Physical store traffic's an issue, and the equilibrium point. Online will probably grow from 10 to 15% to 20 more or more.
Is there or are there stocks in the retail space that you follow, that you like, that are worth investors' money? Which are they?
Yeah. I would say you're going to go high, go low, go super premium, or go deep value. So we like LVMH, Louis Vuitton, we like Tiffany, we like Sotheby's. Or you go for value. We like TJ Maxx, we like Ross, we like Costco. So that's really how the shopper is shopping, high-low, and you want to play this theme about what's un-Amazonable. That's a theme I follow closely, and Amazon is an awesome convenience source, but if you're going to buy a diamond or a $100,000 art piece, you're going to go to the luxury goods. And then if you want goods on sale, like a TJ Maxx and Ross, you got to go to those stores to get that discount.
You know, Bob said that experiences are taking the place of regular retail shopping, but I guess you could argue that an LVMH or a Tiffany's, when you go into those places, it's an experience as well as a purchase.
Yeah, it really comes back to brands and running a great brand. And at the pinnacle of luxury, it's about heritage, it's about craftsmanship. It's all underpinned by innovation. So Amazon's a house of brands at the department store, but if you own a great brand like a Vuitton, a Sotheby's, a Tiffany, a Lululemon, that's a powerful resource. So thinking about that is important. Costco, another great retailer, very well-priced items, deep value. So customers always like a bargain. Keep in mind that's another name we like too, because value will always be in style.
On that note, thank you so much, Oliver.
Thank
Oliver
you.
Chen with Cowen & Company.
Investors